All right, we're recording.
Where are we? 19?
19.
All right. Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. You got Santos and Marcus again, coming back at you. Disc Golf Amateur Hour, episode 19er, Marcus? 1919?
Episode 19.
And yes, unfortunately, we are still at it. Last week, we had a nice guest. We tried a different system out, and we're just going to keep trying and working. So we appreciate feedback from everyone, appreciate the comments. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, ding, all the good stuff, and help us grow, and we'll help you grow. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Good. All right, so let's get it out of the way. I am fucking miserable. I had probably the worst showing for a league I've had since I can remember. So we're just gonna talk. We'll talk about that.
Talk
We'll
it
do the
through.
week.
Talk it through. What happened? What happened?
We can do the week that was first, so we can talk about some
Talk it
good
through.
things.
What happened at league tonight?
All right, so I have, and this isn't against anyone I've played with in the past, but I played in the Open, right? So
Yes, Santos
we've
played the
talked on
Open
the
Division
podcast
this week.
before. Yeah, we've talked on the podcast. I could literally go to either one. I could be a pool at the AMs, or I can go to the Open. Um, my game has been trending towards being able to hang with the players in Open. It's been consistent, as evidenced by me beating you at Como, me
Yeah.
hanging with you at Como and Aaron, and so I mean, I've been progressing, so I got a little false confidence. Not that I could, show out, but that I could hold my own. Let's put it that way. I guess that's a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
Um, Especially at Como with a tournament coming up. So I've
Yep.
had some partners in the past where they were like at my level, or maybe just within a couple of points, rating points of me. So I've never really complained about it. I just want to play with the better people sometimes and see what I can pull out. Last week I had an awesome partner, Alex. I forgot his last name. He helps run it.
Wilkinson.
Wilkinson, yes. Uh, he made the entire day great. Like, even we had some tough misses on some putts, but he made the day great.
No, he's an
So
awesome
here we
dude.
are. This week, I finally get the holy grail of partner golf. The holy grail of partner golf is not just based on skill level. It's just I don't know, what do you want to call it? The aura that is Mikey B.
Yeah.
Like, how do you describe that man?
Yeah, he brings an aura with him. Yeah, he is an ephemeral force.
He is so super chill. He can absolutely bomb and tear up Como by himself.
Yeah.
Um, so when I heard I had the Mikey B, it would be the first time I've ever been able to play a round with him on the same card. Like, I've walked with him on a card with Justin
Yeah.
during some tournaments. It's a different thing. But to have him as your partner, I thought, this is it. Like, my game is where it needs to be. I got Mikey B. Let's tear this up.
Yep.
We went. I'm gonna look at my scorecard. We started on hole, and it wasn't just Mikey B. Okay, I'm not gonna say it was just him in the beginning, but we started on hole 2,
Okay.
and by hole 10, that was 8 holes. We were 6 down.
So you played Birdie Alley basically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the current layout at Como is Birdie Alley,
Um, he got 8.
and he got 8. That's sick.
He got 8.
So you got 6 down through 8.
Yep. And
That's
then
sick.
and then and then I don't even know how to explain it. I think we were on hole 10, and I went first. I early released. Happens to all the guys, I know. But it didn't change his approach. He was still going to go across the water
Oh,
on
he
10.
was going for it.
He was going for it.
Okay, so if you don't know, hole 10 at Como to cross the water is like 440, probably like a 440-foot righty turnover. It's a
Yes, and
bomb.
so he came up short. He ended up hitting one of the early trees right before the bridge.
Yeah.
Didn't lose his disco. It fell safe.
Okay.
Um, so we take my shot, which early released. So I was way left. I was about, the where the tree is that we aim for,
Yep.
the second tree. I was about that high, but it went left.
Went left. Yeah. So
So
you're a little
maybe,
low ceiling, tough angle
yeah, 6 feet from the brush
from the
on
wood
the
line.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough
So
to
you
pot.
only have room for 2 steps to get your full throw, and he fucking pipes it so slow. Like he is throwing hard, but his motion is so smooth it looks slow motion.
Yeah. He's a very
It's
compact
just
thrower.
boom, and it's under the pin. And then we get to 11, and he threw to the short basket.
Yeah. So a full 360, 370 to get to the short and one.
He didn't know that we were playing to the long. He hadn't paid attention, and he was the first
Oh.
on the tee. So nobody knew to tell him because we all listened. They played longs on
Yeah.
10, 11, and 18.
Yeah. We typically play longs.
Yeah. So unfortunately, we messed that one up. Okay. And then from there, it was just pain. That's all you could describe it as.
Pain.
Um, it was par for the rest of the day.
Yeah. That hurts because there's a lot of birdie
On
holes
all
out
of them.
there.
On 13, he went flying 35 past it. I
Oh.
early released with the same disc I did on 10.
Yeah.
And I was 35 feet short left. So we took his because he was on level playing ground.
Yep.
Um, I had I had I had five I had 5 circle 2 putts hit metal, and,
Okay.
and nothing that
Nothing
went in.
stuck though.
Like
Yeah. That
like
hurts.
three of them were weak side amateur side chains, and 2 of them were the cage.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a
He
bad
saved
day.
us on a couple of them early on, but on that back stretch that we parred, it was just dinking and dunking and just missing. Like 14,
Yeah.
I again early released. I came inside because I throw a sweeping hyzer to just go
Yeah.
out over the dock and crash in.
Yep.
Easy, simple hyzer. I've done it 100 times now. Like I'm good there. It's so easy. Early released, and I almost lost it. It almost skipped and went into the water.
Yep.
So
Classic.
he goes past it, and from where we are on the T side, it looked like he was leaning up against the big tree behind the cage.
Yep.
So I didn't even bring a putter. Like I dropped it
Oh.
off after the bridge. I go and I get my Zeus. He was actually behind that tree by another 7 or 8 feet.
Yeah.
So we had to do the good old stretch, almost a split.
Yep.
He goes standing, he goes for the putt and he hits the tree. And I'm like, Jesus, that just like I have to run now to get my discs to come back. And so I use, because I'm taller and I have that stretch, I use the one knee, I get down on the knee and I go all the way around the tree so that I can see it.
Yeah.
And I putt it up into the top of the cage. So it hits the nubs and the chains and then it kicks it out.
Came's out. Oh no.
Yep. And then 16, we both early released into the woods.
Yeah, that'll
His
happen.
was his was bad.
That'll happen.
17, I was short of the circle, just outside of it, straight on,
Yeah.
and he went past it and parked the alternate basket.
The long basket. Yeah.
Yes, parked it, but there's the spider tree and the other tree next to it,
Yeah.
so we had no clear look.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep. And then 18 was longs. We birdied that, but he
Yeah.
went for that. He went
Yeah.
for it, and he came up like 2 feet short. I think Furman was on our card,
Okay.
so I did the safe on the landing,
Yep.
and he went for it. And
Yep.
he came up short. So from there, guess if you notice the theme I'm telling you right now, I early released again. I couldn't like on hole 10, he was talking to me about a grip thing that I'll try to see if we can get it in the camera. I
Yeah,
have a drive.
just show it in front of your face and we can see it.
So there's a grip thing
A
that people
little,
do.
a little more to your left. Yep, perfect.
Okay, so there's a grip thing. People, depending on who you're with, they'll tell you where to line this up, right? And
Yep.
so the prevailing thing that we've done with Bob is putting your one finger on the top, and then you have these three here. So you get those in nice and tight. Then you bring this one around, okay? And that's a good solid grip along the rim. And I usually take this one off. I go three finger.
Yep.
So I kept like skying some of my shots, and it was purely because I was in awe that I'm finally with Mikey B and I'm trying to hang with him for distance. And we all know that's just a rookie mistake.
Right.
So I'm leaning back and I'm skying stuff, and it's getting high, caught up. So he teaches me really quickly something that Dougie taught him about where to line this up. And on the inside, more here, and where you put your thumb and stuff.
Yep.
So to maintain grip, or if you're trying to get that turnover shot, bring it up higher in your hand.
Okay.
You bring this up to this line in here, and then you grip. And and I saw him, I paid attention. He was tucking the disc. It was coming in contact with his
curled it a little more. Okay.
Yes. And that's how he was getting much more spin and control on it.
Okay.
So
interesting.
When somebody like that gives you instruction, like you want to take it to heart, but he literally said, like, try this out later, see if this can help you. Rookie mistake number 324. I'm trying it out while I'm playing doubles with him.
Yep.
It's hard not to, because it's something that you want to get right away and see if
you want to fix it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
So it was just my performance that I have been building up, especially for this tournament at Como, that I've been able to, remember I got like 6 birdies there the last.
Yeah,
like,
you played good with me. You played really well with me.
And I played good when Aaron was there and Chris was there. So
yep.
My trajectory was, I'm happy with my game and I'm good now. And it just crashed.
Como will do that to you real quick.
I felt bad because Mikey, I couldn't hold him. Like, if he had a bad yank, I couldn't get us there.
Yeah.
So we were settling for some circle twos on those long holes. And we were missing. And it was painful because I would say, help me out here. You're like, you've been coaching me along this path of the putting woes, and then I got better with putting league. I would say maybe right before putting league, if I would have told you, or if you would have told me, hey, 5 or 6 circle 2 putts and you're hitting metal, that would be considered a win.
Yeah, absolutely. It's still a win. It should still be a win.
To come away without making any of those was heartbreaking. Like, I felt so bad for him. I wish I could give him his money back for league. That's how bad I felt. Seriously.
No, I understand that feeling, but I mean, if you're coming up with metal on circle 2, you're not on the pro tour, right? Like, most amateurs are happy to hit metal on C2. Not 85.
We have higher standards now.
But we ourselves, me and you, have higher standards for ourselves.
Not just us, our team, our chat.
Our whole team.
People what happened, they're gonna bomb on you.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Our whole team has higher standards for themselves. They want those that 90% C1X putting. They want that 30% C2 putting. That's really hard. And we don't give ourselves enough credit for how much we do make those C2s or get close on those C2s for amateurs.
Yeah. Well, I was there on open night, and it just felt like such a letdown. Like, I wanted to do better, and it's a learning curve. And because
I mean, you know it, and I know it. You're the bottom of the barrel on open night.
I wouldn't say that. You don't know who's been there.
I know who's been to open night. I've gotten those partners. I understand. I've gotten the dude with the prosthetic leg at open night.
Jesus.
Yeah, and he bombs. He's probably better than you. I don't know if you've seen him, but this was
I'm just saying I've been there enough this year that I can easily name and point out.
No, I'm with you. But I've gotten the dude with the prosthetic leg, and he bombs. So
nice.
Open night sometimes is a little weird.
It absolutely is. It's a pride issue
Yes,
for
for some of these guys that have
half of
been,
them.
yes,
It's a pride issue. They don't want to play with the AM, so they play there. I get that.
yep,
I play purely based on location. Just locate. Like they were at Beaver. It's so close to my house. I went to Beaver. Wilson, Christina just loves the sunsets and loves going to Wilson. It's her favorite course.
yeah,
So I said, "Hey, they're going to be at Wilson. Do you want to go?" Absolutely. She took the baby and Donato, and they enjoyed the beach and the sunset and the photos. While I played, I mean, nobody goes to Wilson on purpose. They fit both AM and pro open there, and they didn't fill it. You know what I mean? No, nobody
yeah.
likes going to Wilson that
It's
much.
so far out of the way.
And then Como, I went because we've been practicing for the tournament on Saturday. That's why I went for open. So I had good reasons to do it, but it was so just bad and disheartening that I seriously am still considering more to pull out and just reconsider and I don't know field work or something with what like I carry that what is that Zuka cart the I forget the name of it but it's the big one that
Yeah,
carries like 26 discs. I'm not kidding you. I probably after the early release so much I probably narrowed it down to just my Hades, my go-to blue Hades. I just like stopped throwing everything else. I
yeah.
just was throwing that at the end and the Grace, and
Okay.
then I literally was not like throwing anything else. So I could have walked. I could have done the 3 disc challenge at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that'll happen at Como.
That's upsetting. So that's how my day went, but
But hey, let's talk about the week
recovering.
that
I didn't want
was.
to do this podcast. I was so
No,
angry.
he was so mad. He was texting me. He was mad. I was like, come on, we got to do the podcast. Got to come out tomorrow.
I'm
Let's do
crying to the
it.
team. Nobody's talking me off the ledge either. They're just
No.
like, quit, you bum.
But hey, the week that was, Nate won Shorewind Shootout. He got a sick trophy, had a sick
Yeah.
shooter.
Can we do that? Can we show the
I'll,
picture?
I'll, I'll
here
show the picture
somewhere?
of Nate with a trophy. That was
Yeah.
a sick trophy.
Awesome trophy.
That was so cool.
Who that shout out to Maui
To
Alex.
Maui and
Yeah.
Alex Wilkinson. Yeah. Such
Yeah.
a sick trophy, such a cool tournament. Good job, guys. 100%. Absolutely will shout you out. But Nate went into a 3-way playoff for first place.
Wait. Let me walk you into this because
Yeah.
I was actually with Mikey B
Okay.
and he was in the lead on hole 17. He had a 1-stroke lead going into 18.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
And he was telling me he just had a mental block. Like he just had to par. He just had to 318
Yeah.
and he wins. He
Four
wins
18.
outright.
Wait, 18 on the Windrush or 18 on the Beast?
18 on Windrush.
Okay, it's a par 4.
He just has to 3 it and he wins outright.
Okay.
And it's not a hard 3 if you're playing for that,
No.
right? So it's basically some straighter layups.
Yep.
Get you up the gap, get you to the front of it, get up in there. Okay, so
Make your putt. Yep.
unfortunately he knew he needed a 3, but when he was on the tee pad sizing it up, he said he had a mental block. He just he reset or did something and he thought he needed to 2 it.
Oh, which is big. On 18 at Windrush, that's
Yes.
big.
So he went for it.
Okay.
Full send and grip lock, monkey paw, delay, whatever you want to call it. He ended up 5ing it.
Wow.
So he didn't even make that
The
3-way
playoff.
playoff that you're talking about.
Wow.
Like he just the way he was telling it, and I think he said Sam, I think it was Stiggs, was also in the running right up until that point,
Okay.
and he lost out by 1, and then those 3 guys made it to the playoff. So
It was Nate, Carson, and who? Who was the third one? I don't remember.
Nate, oh what the? I'm gonna look out right now. Why does this person not ring a bell?
I know. I don't remember who was the third in the playoff. I know it was Nate and Carson, 100%.
Results.
I don't remember who the.
Oh, it was Worm. It was Worm.
Worm. Yes,
Um,
Worm.
from Rochester.
Yep, it was Worm.
Justin Whitney. Justin Whitney.
Yes. Good call.
Yeah, so Stiggs, yeah. Stiggs did end up, let's see if I can see the score. He missed by 1.
Okay,
So
so Stiggs was back by 1.
I'm trying to view the whole scores to see what he did round 2 on 18. Round 2, hole 18. Oh, Stiggs 3'd it on
Stiggs might
18.
have played the card before them, so he would have finished on 1.
Oh, he 5'd it. Yep,
He
you're right. He
fived
did finish on
1.
1.
Yeah, so missed the Mando or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he 5'd 1, and that took him out of the
That took him
playoff.
out. Yep.
So this was an exciting
This is a
tournament.
good tournament.
Right
Yeah.
down to
Holy
the edge.
cow.
Somebody else was right there with them. So you had
You said
Robert Murdoch.
oh, Murdoch. Okay.
Do you know who Robert Murdoch is?
I know the name for sure.
Robert Murdoch, he didn't have it at the end. He just didn't pull it off enough. He was
Okay.
there, but yeah, he only had 6 birdies. He shot 6 down in round 2. So
Okay.
Stiggs came in hot, and so did Worm. Worm shot 13 down.
Oh, on Windrush, that's sick.
Round
That is
2, he
sick.
shot 13 down. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, that was a 10-28 round.
Yeah, that deserves 1028 all day.
Yeah,
All day that deserves it.
he 2-16. Yeah, so Worm was there. Shout out to Worm. Shout out to Carson. You guys both bombed. We love both
Is
of you guys.
16 the par 4?
16's a par 4. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sick. That's a bomb to the basket. With you're as a righty, you're carrying OB the whole time. I'll put the picture up of the hole if I
So,
can.
Worm
That's
got
sick.
it. Worm got 16. Carson got 16. Stiggs got 16.
Dang.
And Mikey B got 16.
Dang. Dude, that's a par
Yeah.
4. That's an eagle. Like that's a real eagle.
Yeah.
Like I know it's a short hole. It's a short par 4.
All water, or all the OB and all the water in the
But
wind.
you're hanging OB. If you're a righty throwing that hole, it's over OB the whole time with water long and OB right. If you don't fade back in to get it is so good.
Small landing zone.
Yeah, tight landing.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I'll put a picture up of that hole for sure.
Yeah, do that. So yeah, go ahead. Take it away from there for the playoff.
So what I know about the playoff is that was hole 1 they all must have pushed because the pictures I saw of Nate on hole 2 is a par 5, a short par 5. I've almost 3'd it. I've seen someone 3 it. I've seen Spencer 3 it. But what I saw was pictures of Nate short left in the thickest thorn bush you can imagine. And then he just dives head first 20 feet into a thorn bush, needs a blood transfusion after the fact, gets up and down, birdies the hole, and wins the playoff. And I'll put up the pictures of Nate's legs after this thorn bush because
Complete
it is
sacrifice to body.
ridiculous.
I'm looking right now for the update that we got like while it was happening. I can't.
Yeah. I'll find the pictures. I'll put them up right here of Nate's legs. He like blood transfusion level of thorn bush.
Just cleaning, not just his legs, his arms too.
Yeah, he just dove into a thorn bush head first for this win. And
20 feet into it. He didn't just reach a leg into it. He didn't just like put a body part in there to reach out and go around it.
Right. He went head first, 20 feet deep, gets up and down for birdie, and wins the playoff.
Nate Marizio wins the most dedicated award. Oh yeah, I'm looking at the video now. Holy, just cut up.
Yeah. No, just destroyed. I can't believe. And like, I understand. I would do it too.
Would you?
Yeah, 100%. If that's what it took, if that's where my lie was in a sanctioned playoff, I'm diving in.
Oh, there was 5. He was on the 5th playoff hole, so they must have started at
Okay,
16, 17, 18. One, I don't know what they had laid out.
because
We don't have those
it's
numbers,
holes
but
two's green. From what I understand, it's hole two's
yeah.
green.
No, no, it is hole two.
Yeah. Okay. So they started on 16 or something, or played some loop.
Yeah, they did
That's
some weird layout because of the back nine, or yeah,
right,
because
because
of
the
whatever.
closures of the course. Yeah. Okay.
They had a weird we don't. It's not weird. It's just a different.
It is what
So
it
they went
is.
five.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
went five, and on the fifth hole, he said, "Fuck this." Full send, sacrifice the body, 20 feet in through and past all the prickers into the middle of that bush to get up and down.
Yeah. No, you do what you
So
do.
let me ask you this: you said you would do it. I'm gonna go ahead and say I wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
Because what what choice does he have? Let's speak to the rules.
Okay. Okay. So he calls an unplayable lie. You take a stroke penalty and a relief straight back from that lie between your lie and the basket until you can find a playable lie. But, your card has to agree it's unplayable. Because
Okay.
Joel Freeman had this same predicament where he claimed his lie was unplayable, but his card did not agree. So he took more than one stroke. He took two strokes for playing the wrong lie because his card said they could have played his lie.
Did you see the lie?
Joel Freeman's or Nate's?
Joel Freeman's.
It's on coverage. It's last
Okay.
year. It's 2022. I I can't remember where though. That's the
That's
problem.
okay.
I can't remember
If
where.
we can remember, I'm not gonna put it on here or anything. I just personally want to see. That's all. I
I'll
personally want to see what
try
happened.
and figure it out. I'll ask Buckley. He might know.
Yeah.
Um, but Freeman, yeah, once ran into this problem. He claimed it was unplayable. His card didn't. He took a two-stroke penalty for playing the wrong lie because his card claimed his lie was playable.
And if it's 2-2, you have to get the TD involved. If two people
Um,
say like, or do you just need a second
no,
to say it's
his
unplayable?
whole card, all three players agreed that his
That it
lie
was
was
playable.
playable.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Nathan Queen is on coverage, on record, audio and video records saying he could have walked into Freeman's lie in within 30 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
I don't know. Maybe
it's
it's
a
because I'm a bigger guy and I know I'm gonna eat up a lot more of those thorns.
right,
You're
right,
skinnier, you might hit a gap or two, but
right. I might get in there.
just I don't know, man. I don't know what it would take for me to say fuck it. I'm going in if I'm guaranteed to win, even if it's my first open
Oh,
win.
guaranteed to win. I'm diving in there head first, swan dive. Get
You're
me
a
to
champ.
get me to that disc.
You know, it's funny you said at first. First time playing with Mikey B, we started on hole two. By the time we were on hole seven, he says, "Man, you just remind me of like a bull." He's like, "You're just charging right ahead." I was like, "Well, it only took you that long of playing with me to see that I'm going full send." He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not made for laying up. I don't know what to tell you. Eventually, I will. There'll be an occasion or a situation where someone says it and it's required, like in the running or something at a tournament. But until then, I just don't see it, man. Just full fucking send. Just
Yeah.
throw the disc.
No, you embody that to a T. You
Yeah,
always go full send. You do not lay up.
I don't. I got to work
But
on that.
let's pivot that into what I want to talk about this week.
Yeah.
It's been half an hour of talking about the week that was. Let's pivot to what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the motherfucker that throws 450 and can't do shit other than
Are you
that.
coming back with the gyronauts or the
No,
gybros? Like,
no, not the Gybros, not nobody else.
favorite number.
But you know these guys, right? You know these guys that throw 450. They can't forehand, they can't putt, they can't upshot, they can't do anything. But they can bomb 450,
Yeah.
500.
Yeah.
You've run into these guys. What's
Yeah.
up with it?
I don't know because let's say early on when I wanted to be that guy, right? I wanted to
Yeah.
throw far. I wanted to hit 400, and I'm asking everybody, how do I throw far? How do I throw? I'm gonna say his name again because it just always resonated with me. There was one person who told me no. Like, know yourself. No, you're not going to do that. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to work your game inside out. You're going to go and you're going to spend time on putting because most of the amateurs in MA2 and MA3 can't make a 25-foot putt.
Right.
If they can outthrow you, he said it was Gambini.
Yeah.
He said it doesn't matter if you're playing a pro or if you're playing a crackhead across the street. You're playing the course.
Right.
So to beat those guys that outdrive you, throw straight, throw true, and make your putt, and you're going to beat them every time. And that always resonated with me. That's why there was always a focus on my short game and on my putting. Like I've told 100 times, or more than that, but we know I don't have a forehand, right?
Right.
I can't walk up on the tee and bomb a forehand. But if I need an approach shot forehand with my zone, I can park it.
Right. Inside 200? Yeah, you've got it.
I've got it. So why can't that apply to outside? I don't know. Because I focused on my short game and my putting first. And I'm never going to throw 400. Let's just get that out of the... I mean, I did a couple of times.
You have. I've seen it. But
yeah.
But
that's gone.
You have injuries.
Yeah.
You're a little older than I am. A little bit.
Older.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you came to the game older than I did.
Yes.
So you understand your limits.
Yes. These guys don't. They just think, get me a boss, get me a wraith, and let fly, get me a photon, and they're just ripping.
Yep. And these dudes bomb. And they can hit 450. I've seen it, but they have nothing else. They have no forehand. They have no upshot. They have no consistency on the putting green. They miss 20-footers. And it drives me insane because if I had what they have, I would be winning every C tier in our area. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you'd definitely be in the running if you could throw 450 consistently. Yeah.
Every single C tier, I would be in the running.
MA1, yeah.
MPO.
No.
Yeah.
Those guys bomb in MPO. They bomb. They putt. Their game is solid. The guys who are at the top right now, like Nate, like a Carson, like a Mikey B.
Right, but give me 450 and my putting, my forehand, my upshots.
Yeah, you're a contender. I'm saying you're not.
I'm a contender, which is why I'm trying to get that 450, which is why I'm not settling for 400 or 380. I'm working nonstop to get 400, 450, 460, 500.
Year 2 at LVC, I think I mentioned it. I don't know.
You have, but say it again.
The guy who throws the Corvette. So they had a distance challenge at LVC 2, year 2.
Yeah.
And this guy was an AM. He was on my card, and he was throwing a Corvette. For those of you who don't know, most MA3 players, 99% of MA3 players don't belong with a Corvette in their hand.
No, absolutely not.
But this guy on the factory course at the time, which is the longer one, was just bombing Corvettes. Just absolute crush. So he went to the distance competition, and he got it up over 540.
Yeah, which the distance competition is downhill.
But still, let's give him credit.
Let's say five what?
At MA3, 540.
Yeah, that's bombs.
Right. So after day 1 at factory, he's crushing. Okay. After the short course, where it didn't require 540-foot shots, and it required a tighter game and putting, I beat him by 8 strokes.
Yeah, I believe it.
Distance does get you there. I just think if you're focusing more on your putting to seal the deal and your approach game at this level, then your money, right? So
yeah.
Bombing, I don't know. Some of these guys that I've seen that are doing that, they're athletic. They have athletic backgrounds.
That makes a big difference. Ultimate, athletic background, it makes a difference.
It makes a difference. So they can come in, and I've seen them just pick up the disc, and they're just bombing and bombing and bombing, and I'm like, man, I'm not ashamed to say I wish I could throw. Like, I wish I had that I could just do that consistently and then see what would happen. But like you said, I came into the game late. I'm old. I'm 40. I'm gonna be 46 in like 2 weeks. I'm
Yeah,
old.
damn.
Um, then the only reason I didn't jump in with the MA40 guys earlier is because those guys have been playing for 10,
Right, those
15,
guys have been
20
playing
years.
for 20 years. Yeah, no,
They're
I
smooth,
understand that
easy
sentiment.
throwers. So I figure let me go down with the new people, MA3, MA2, and make those kids question life decisions. Losing to a big old guy, and then slowly it's transitioning to I just don't have it. So I'm just gonna have to play within my game. And I thought my game was a lot better than it was today, and that
Hey,
sucked.
that's part of being an amateur. Is some days your game sucks.
Yeah,
I experienced that on Monday. I didn't make it in time for league,
yeah.
but I just played with a league card and I birdied one. I beat two teams in doubles on one. I birdied one. And then I just blew up after that.
Each.
I bogeyed two birdie holes. It is what it is. Some days you just don't have it. This week, I know I don't have it, so I'm not playing the tournament this weekend. I'm going to go hit the field tomorrow. 100%. I'm going to do field work tomorrow. That's
Part
what.
of that, part of you pulling out is like what planted the seed. So I'm not going to say 100% my performance today had me thinking about pulling out because it was partially because you had already done it and because you were questioning your game, right? And then, like this morning, I think I checked the weather and it's like 10, 20-mile-an-hour winds at Como. That's not fun. That's not a fun day. 10, 20 miles an hour with rain, that's high probability of miserable. So there are competitive people who will play in the rain and just, push through. But
Yeah.
I personally don't see the benefit of that for myself. I don't care about my rating. I don't care about the point series enough that I want to be in, contention at the end of the like. I just want to play one round meaningful golf here and there,
Right.
right? So
Right.
I'm not pushing myself to play that. If I'm not going to be happy, if I'm going to walk around miserable and can't grip the disc and there's high wind and you're just, you know, I'm sorry. I apologize to people who think that that's fun. It's not fun for me.
It's
It's
not
just
fun for
not.
me either. It's
So
really not.
that's weighing heavily on my decision whether or not to withdraw in the next 24 hours.
Yeah, I dropped out before I checked the weather. I didn't see that it was going to be bad weather.
Yeah.
But like you said, I would have played before the bad weather hit. I just I'm not confident in my game to play a rated round this week. I need to hit the
I get
field
that.
before
Yeah.
I can play a rated round. I don't know where the when I throw the disc, I don't know where it's going to come out. And that's my
Yeah.
issue right now.
I felt that today. I did. And I was confident before that. I was because I was hitting lines and I was able to keep the disc under control, but today I was literally all over the place. I threw a boomerang on 8. I threw the disc
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
so high, and without any type of anhyzer to it, and I made it across all the trees, and then the nose up just stalled,
Yep.
and it came all the way back into the base of the trees.
Yep, that'll happen.
Oh my god! So it was like pulling. Like I said, I know post post mortem. I looked at all the stuff that I was doing, and I was trying to hang with Mikey B, and I was trying to throw fire. So I was either leaning back and skying it, or messing up my timing by reaching all the way back as far as I can. And when I do that, my arm goes up here,
Yes,
so
it
I let it
does.
go down here.
Yep.
So I know what I did after the fact, but while it's happening, man,
No, it's hard to fix things on the fly.
yeah.
Absolutely it is. It's very hard to fix things on the fly.
So these 450 bomber guys, if you guys are watching, if you're listening, and
Yeah, I listen, I'm
if you
sorry,
feel
but
offended,
figure it the fuck out.
if you feel offended, sorry. It means you're self aware that your short game is shit. First of all,
Yeah.
um, second of all, if you want help with it, hit us up
Yeah,
because we do it for free.
I will help you. I will help you
Yeah,
figure it out. I'll help you figure out your forehand. I will help you figure out your upshots, your short game, your putting. I will help you figure out anything you want. Hit me up. Straight up,
yeah,
no cost, no nothing, no
right.
judgment. I want you to be better than me. I
Yep.
want you to
And
be better than
that's
me.
what we do. So it's what we do for players who just post if they need help or not just with each other in our group chat. Like we have Sully was just helping out a couple of people. I
Yeah.
forgot. I don't have to name drop, but
No.
like we help. It's what we do. So
Yeah, we want everyone to be better. I
yeah.
want better for
So
my community in disc golf.
mhm. And we're not going to charge you for it. So we'll get you there, right? We'll get you involved. We'll get you started. We'll get you pointed in the right direction through many levels. And then when you have what it takes, when you're competing like at the higher level of open, or you want to make that transition from say MA1 to open, we have people that will take you over the hump with like a Justin Gilbert or a Dan Brooks Wells.
Yeah.
Like they are worth the money for the lessons for
Yeah,
sure.
I pay for Dan's lessons, for Dan Brooks Wells lessons. And I know where my game's at, and I know what it takes for me to get better, and that's a professional. That's a
Yeah.
touring professional lessons.
Yes. And I don't pay Justin because he's damn near my son-in-law, so that's just a benefit. That's just a
I mean,
benefit.
they're engaged. He's basically your son-in-law.
Yeah. I mean, and he still gets away with calling me a bitch when I do bitch out. And like that
that's
resonates, man.
that's
That
tough.
sound,
He's more than 20 years younger than you. That's tough.
yeah, yeah. Like he'll say it and he'll push the boundaries, but every once in a while I'll just give him the look, and he says, "Yeah, he won't do that again." But it's a good reminder to not be a bitch on the course.
Yeah,
That's all it
sometimes.
is.
Yep.
What a bitch! You threw that like one. You did like wait. Actually, you and I were playing, and I had the same mental breakdown mid throw again, where I just wasn't. I had no clue what I was going to do in the middle of that throw.
Yeah,
Was it going to
it's
be a hyzer? Was it? I had no idea, and it looked like that when it came out.
yeah. Yeah, your problem is you question your throw while you're throwing it. You need
Yeah,
to just commit to that throw. Whatever you decide before you step up to the tee pad is what you need to throw.
yeah. Maybe start over and just try to do the flat hyzer on everything instead. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
You'll
I was
figure it
doing good
out.
for a while. We'll see. I just the fact that it's mental, and like I said in the group chat earlier, like I had a Bob and a Marcus day all at once. That hurts. The
It's
crumble and the
tough.
mental breakdown. Like I'm not
Yeah,
used to that. So
it's very tough. It's
yeah.
hard
So
to.
you guys out there, give us your tips, give us your tricks. What like so in a sanctioned round or something to that effect, what has happened and worked for me is just music, putting the earbuds in, tuning it out, and getting into a rhythm. That has helped me. It's proven.
Yeah.
To tell us what you guys think that you do. We could talk about like you can go on for days of the options of post round reviewing and field work and talk about mid round. What do you do? How
Yeah,
do
how
you
do you
refocus?
break that funk?
Yeah, how do you get out of that and just forget that? So uh as soon as I said that, I thought about what we've talked about previously with Nate Sexton when we did the at LVC. He did the
Yeah.
clinic, and he said uh everyone needs to, they feel the need to make up a score on a certain hole and every hole, and you're planning in advance. So he said the best thing for him is to just focus on one shot. I'm not
Right.
going to worry about my score on this hole or the next hole. I'm not going to say, hey, I got 3 holes and I can birdie 2 of them. I'm only going to say I have one shot and I need to hit this line and be there. Um,
Yeah.
I
No.
just, as I said that out loud, I remember him saying that, but it doesn't apply to me while I'm on the course shitting the bed and just looking for answers. And I'm like, I'm, I got other people teeing off and I'm doing this. And I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, see
So
that's how I play the game. I'm only thinking about that next shot. Is what is
Yeah.
it like? I step off the green for the previous hole and go, okay, what's my next shot going to be? What's the wind? Is it a tailwind? All right, I'm going to play. I'm thinking about hole 12 at Como. Is it a tailwind? All right, I'm going to throw the big hyzer. Is it a headwind? All right, I'm going to throw a big turnover. You know, I'm only thinking about the next shot. And then I throw that shot and it hits a tree. It gets through the tree. Then I go, okay, how am I getting up and down from there? Am I throwing a turnover? Am I throwing a forehand? Am I throwing a straight shot? I'm only thinking about the shot at hand. And that's probably the biggest benefit to my game is that I have the goldfish brain, and I call it goldfish brain
Yeah.
because I only think about what's happening in the moment. I don't think about the last shot I threw. That's gone. I can't do anything about that. I can't change the shot I just threw. I can
Right.
only affect the shot I'm going to throw.
Yeah. Well, that's a good mentality to try to share and work. And I think the benefit of our team and having that chat that so many people can chime in is you're going to find an answer and something that you can work on or something that works for you. Um, but if you can't, the benefit of trying to get this channel off the ground is the viewers and the feedback from you guys. So
Yeah.
let us know. And if you're questioning it, we'll try to put you in touch with the answers or people that have given us answers on tips and tricks, and we'll just share them and see what happens. That mental game is tough because I've seen Bob, who is a really good golfer. He just is. He's a phenomenal coach.
Yeah.
Phenomenal coach. But his mental game when he's on a card with Justin Gilbert is, I don't want to say bad. It's like non-existent. It's
No, he's got nothing when he's playing with Justin.
just nothing, and it's a shame because he can bomb. If you have 450 backhand and 450 forehand, and it's your putting that lets you down at his level, it's upsetting. It's hurtful. So I hate to see
Yeah.
it with him. I wish him the best. But if you want to know how to do the putt, how to do the throw, how to do the forehand, get in touch with Bob. He can help you too.
Yep.
Pay him a little extra money, and you might even get the video review because he's really good at those.
Oh, his video review is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
So
incredible. I
yeah,
love it.
there's help out there. I
Oh,
remember you helped me at uh at the indoor putting league, and I just sent him a quick clip, and I said, "Hey, does this look like it's getting better?" And that's all I wanted was kind of a yes or no, raise your elbow or tuck in, hit the power pocket. He gave me a breakdown,
yep.
and he put it for the team
Yeah, he'll share it
to
to
see.
everybody. Like
Yeah,
I've told Bob he can share my clips to anyone he wants to because my
yeah,
clips are useful because I do he's told me he compares me to DBW, Dan Brooks Wells. There's
mhm,
one or two things I do better than DBW and seven or eight things I do worse. So I let him share those clips with anyone to see, oh, this one thing this guy does better. Like my reach back, I let it fall behind me rather than pushing it back. That's what I do better. But pulling it through, getting it into the power pocket, I do way worse. And the way I plant my last step, I do worse. I let Bob see that, and I let everyone else see that.
I'm totally questioning all of it now with the reach back. So hopefully I can get something figured out. But um, you guys aren't alone out there with your struggles. Let's share them together. Let's see how we can get past this. And those 450-foot bombers, when you need help with that, let us know. We'll get you in touch with the right people, whatever level you're at. So
Yep.
um, I don't think Marcus is that upset. I just think he wishes he had that consistent
I wish
450
I had
because
450. 100%.
you have a good you have a good 375 to
Yep.
4 on your backhand, and you got a good 350 to 375 on your forehand.
Yep.
So you're trending.
I'm
It's not
I'm
consistent, which is why
right.
we're on amateur hour.
Right. I want more. I want more consistently. Absolutely. And I will
I would
go ahead
agree
on
with
record
that.
and say that. I want more. That's what I told
Yeah.
Dan. When I took lessons with Dan, I said, Dan, I want 450 or more consistently. I want to consistently compete in MPO. And we worked on it.
I mean,
I know what I need to fix. It's just really hard.
even at the top, the highest level of disc golf. I mean, you have Vinny, the picture of consistency at the top, and you
Yep.
have Kristen Tatar. But outside of that, you've had quite the turnover with people winning their first. Emmer Daddy, he won his
Yeah,
first.
Emmer Daddy
He's
just won
rather
his first.
consistent,
That's impressive,
right?
and he's got good form.
Paige Pierce, she won hers when she stunk up the joint on a couple. I think there was an injury involved as I say that, but she struggled.
Yes, she
There's no way
struggled for
around
a
it.
while.
She struggled, and then she won. I mean, even the pros are inconsistent on what they work on. It's just that it's their job, so
Their
they
inconsistent though is still 500 feet.
right. It's what I'm saying is it's their job, so they hone their craft and they work at it
Yeah.
uh, at the highest level. So
Yes.
trying to talk myself off the ledge. Never going to be a pro. Never going MP 40, 50 or anything like that. So I just want to be. I want to go back to having fun and competing and pushing you
Yes.
guys
That
because
that's where it
you
comes
guys
down to.
losing to me motivates you more than losing in a tournament.
Yeah.
I know that.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, um, we were speaking with Own or not Own with Nid
Nid.
O.
Nitto.
Nid O. We were speaking with Nid O, and I showed that at the time I had the DFL tag. Who has that tag now, Marcus?
This guy. It's on my bag.
Consistency.
It's on my bag.
So yeah, I like pushing you guys. I like talking shit to you guys. In the best way possible to push you guys, all of you, like my
Yeah.
team, people on my card, Mike Cole, talking shit, pushing him,
Yeah. Oh, Mike Cole's the
giving him
best.
credit. Schmo, talking shit.
I don't know.
He was
Schmo
my
can't
partner.
handle it. Yeah.
He can't. He can't. He just.
You were giving him the
Ooh,
business.
ooh, buddy. Yeah. You know why? We talked about many moons ago when he gave me the old man
The old
comment, and I
man
took it
comment.
personally, and I whooped him. So here we are. He can throw a little farther than me. We know this.
Yeah, I've been working with him for a long time. For many years, I've been
Um,
working with him.
yeah, for a long time, right? And I'm starting my fourth year. But anyways,
He's been about the
he
same years. About 4 or 5
he
years.
said I think it was our third hole. Yeah, I think it was our third hole. He said, I think I would have been better off if I was the Cali player. And I looked at him like, Schmo,
Oh,
he
that's
just missed.
so funny.
He just missed a 10-foot putt on two for the birdie.
That's so
And he
funny.
says that.
I didn't know that.
And I'm like, this kid. So obviously, I took that shit personally. So I
Yeah.
started going in on him.
Yeah. I've heard.
And
I heard.
he just he got us there with some throws.
Yep.
He couldn't putt or approach, and everything hurt. Schmo, I'm talking to you. I know you watch the podcast. Doing this shit, talking about 3 rounds, 2 rounds, 4 rounds a day for it. Stop it. Just stop it. You're 23, 2, 1. I don't even know.
I think he's 22. I think he's 21 or 22. He's like 4
Yeah,
years younger than me.
stop it. Just stop it. Don't get get the excuse part out of your way. The only excuse I want to hear from you, Schmo, is I don't practice my short game enough. That's it. Don't talk about your shoulder, your elbow, your disc, or your flight. No, you don't practice your putting enough. It's that simple. I spent an entire off-season putting league with you. We know this. We know you can't putt. We know you can throw far. So if you want to get better and you want to stop the shit talking because it hasn't helped you because I beat you like mercilessly, uh, be nice. Just ask. We'll help you. We'll teach you how to putt. I might have to do with the putters he's using though. Challengers, I
Oh,
think.
CT Challengers. Get some wizards, buddy.
I was gonna say get some logics, but whatever.
Get some wizards. Get some warlocks.
Just get something, and we'll meet up again and help you with your putting. And you could hang with some of these guys with your distance if it was consistent. So Oh, what
Yeah.
did he throw? I think he threw a gazelle,
He
but
loves
he
the
like threw it
gazelle
in the
now.
dirt. Yeah, and Mike Cole's like, what? You threw a gazelle? Like, what were you doing? Um, but yeah, at some point it just became more fun to talk shit with my own partner and Mike Cole than
Yep.
to play the game of disc golf,
Yep.
and it made that round pretty damn fun.
Yep.
It did.
That's what's important is that disc golf is fun at the end of the day.
Yeah. So look us up, Shmo. I know you ain't the 450 thrower, but look us up, Shmo. We'll help you.
Yep. All right, let's wrap this up. We had a good episode.
All right. I hope we did. I hope you guys give us the feedback. Give us the feedback on the episode. Give us the likes, the subscribes, the alerts, the dings.
Yep.
Let's keep the conversation going. And Marcus, did you have your beer? Did you finish it?
No,
Let me
I didn't
see.
finish my beer. I gotta pee really bad.
Well, here's a
So,
cheers to you and cheers to the gang. I just want to say it was that bad that I had a beer for our podcast just to get through it. That's how bad the day was. But we'll see you guys next week. Help until then, help each other out. Let's keep disc golf great
keep
for
disc golf
everyone.
fun.
Keep it
For
fun. Keep it great.
everyone. Yes, for everyone.
All right, and keep the shit talking too, because that's fun.
Yeah. Talk shit to your
See you guys.
friends, but see you guys.
Bye.